Hello everyone, welcome back to another issue of Trojan Crier.
It's the second issue already? Man, this semester is really flying by.
The 2020 presidential election is this November, and it is important that everybody uses their voice to vote.
The deadline to register was October 5th, and we hoped everyone is signed up to vote.
During these turbulent times, a lot of people may be on the fence about where they're going to vote and how.
Even if you aren't voting in the primaries, you should still look at your local issues and vote on them as well.
Let's take a look at some of the local issues that are going to be on the ballot. Michael Funk has a story.
It's safe to say that this year's political election will definitely stand out amongst other political elections. Between distractions and political jargon, voters may not even see the benefits of actually going to vote. Senior Garrett Schwartz says he thinks it's important to vote because it is the only way to express your opinion.
Because we want to get someone in there who's going to make direct changes towards our environment and stuff, and who's going to help us, and who's going to be side more of the people than besides of the government.
Many voters will not be participating in the upcoming election, and it's very easy to forget about important issues and positions on the ballot. Centerburg Mayor Greg Sands says that he cannot stress the importance of young voters participating in elections enough.
And I can't encourage young people enough to get involved, because down the road you can't complain if you don't vote. So I believe that very strongly. We have very few actual local issues other than we have a levy up for our fire department.
The state of Ohio allows for early voting from October 6th until Election Day on November 3rd. For Trojan Crier, I'm Michael Funk.
Wow, all those local issues affect our everyday lives. It's really important you vote on them.
Besides the presidential election, another exciting thing coming up is Halloween.
This year, the Trojan Crier is hosting the Halloween Olympics. Let's take a look.
Hello everybody and welcome to the Halloween Olympics 2020 hosted by the Trojan Crier. Today we have two teams that are competing for this giant bucket of candy if they place first. Our first event will be spaghetti squash carving. Teams will have 15 minutes to carve the best design into a spaghetti squash, which will then be decided which one's best by our two staff members. Teams have a knife, a spoon, and 3 giant globs of paint to make the best design. On the count of 3, you will begin your carving. 3, 2, 1, go!
Okay, there you go. Casey, go.
Nasty. Can you eat it?
Yeah? Yes, eat it.
Teams, there are 10 minutes left. All right, what are you guys carving?
We are making a pumpkin that is dying. It is going wonderfully. As you can see, Shelby has really decided to murder.
Shelby, detail your techniques.
No, thank you.
Okay, understandable. Let's go to Team 2. Team 2, tell us how it's going.
Yeah.
Owen, what are your techniques for carving this pumpkin?
Winning.
Understandable. Teams, there are 30 seconds left.
Sorry, oh my god!
Crap.
Not me, no.
Gotta make it look like
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Teams, hands off the pumpkin!
What are we naming our mascot?
Let's go to Team 1 first. Tell us all about your squash.
So we decided that in the spirit of Halloween, we're going to pretend we murdered a squash, and we really did, but we also artistically did it. So this is our rendering of how to murder a squash.
We also put spooky in the front.
Yeah, if you can, we spelled spooky out, so you get extra scared.
Very, very interesting.
Yes.
How do you think this turned out?
I feel like it's way, way better than the other teams, just saying.
Speaking of the other team, let's go check them out. All right, Team 2, tell us all about your squash.
Well, it was meant to be a dragon, but then carving it out with that was not well. We did manage to fill it up with seeds, and it kind of worked, but it's fine.
Solid. How do you think it turned out?
Worse than we were expecting, but it's fine.
All right, teams. After 15 minutes of hard, relentless work, resulting in 2 wonderful squashes, our 2 judges have finally decided on the winner, and it is Team 1Z. Okay, teams, our next challenge will be to see how much candy corn you can fit inside of your mouth in 30 seconds. So choose your teammate wisely. Other teammates will be responsible for counting how many candy corns they can fit inside of their mouth. Teams, 3, 2, 1, go! After further examination, our two judges have concluded that Team 1Z had 25 candy corn and Team 2 2.0 had 26 candy corn. Good job, Team 2.0. Our third challenge involves throwing pumpkins as far as you can. Distance will be measured in actual feet measured by myself. The farthest pumpkin chucker wins. Up first is our representative from Team 1Z. All right. 20 and a half. Next up is our representative from Team 2. You've got this. All right. $44, $45, $46. Team 2.0, that was a truly fantastic pumpkin throwing match. And for that, since you won, yeah. All right, for our fourth and final challenge, we are going to have a pumpkin relay. Representatives from our two teams will run down to the first person, who runs to the second, and so on and so forth, eventually making their way back here. We will start on the count of 3. 3, 2, 1, go! And the winner of the pumpkin relay, and thus the entire Halloween Olympics, is Team 2.0. Alright, losers, tell me how you feel.
I feel like we did our best, and we did very well, and yes.
Alright, let's take the prize bucket of candy over to the real winners here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Whoa, that was a lot of candy. I hope they can finish it all by Thanksgiving.
You can read more about the upcoming election, the Wednesday schedule change, and a really cool article about Halloween traditions if you buy the Trojan Crier tomorrow for $1.
For Prior Crier, I'm Carter Jones.
And I'm Laura Lemke.
We'll see you next time.